Hello, Golden State Warriors fan. We're back with an exclusive video bringing you the latest updates. First of all, subscribe to the channel and like the video. It's crucial for you to stay informed with the news daily. Without further ado, let's get to the news. Out of all the teams in the Western Conference that made the playoffs last season, the Golden State Warriors are in a strange and frustrating position, while everyone around them made moves, signing free agents, trading for pieces, reshuffling rosters. Golden State seems to be stuck in neutral. With Stephen Curry, Draymond Green, and Jimmy Butler heading into what could be their final 2 years together, the front office had a chance to send a clear message that they're going all in. But so far, nothing. Just a qualifying offer to Jonathan Kuminga and 2 late second-round picks acquired through the Kevin Durant trade. That's it. For a franchise that dominated the NBA for nearly a decade, that's not just underwhelming. It's concerning. The clock is ticking, and the reality is harsh. Time waits for no dynasty. The core of Curry, Green, and now Butler is not getting any younger. And if the Warriors want to maximize whatever they have left of that golden era, they need to act now. Not tomorrow. Not at the trade deadline. Now. Let's rewind for a second. After last season's big trade that brought in Jimmy Butler, Golden State actually looked like one of the hottest teams in the league. The chemistry was starting to click, and even though they didn't make it past the second round, they showed signs of life that had fans optimistic. But then came the playoffs. Curry, dealing with nagging injuries, wasn't at full strength. And against a physical, disciplined team like the Minnesota Timberwolves, that mattered a lot. They were outmatched, out-muscled, and out of gas. That early playoff exit should have been the spark. It should have lit a fire under the front office to get aggressive, to look at every possible upgrade, to push chips to the center of the table. Everyone expected it. Around the league, the buzz was that Golden State would be one of the most active teams in the offseason. They had to be. This was their last dance window. But here we are, weeks into the offseason, and nothing big has happened. Truth is, most of the high-impact free agents are already off the board. They've signed, moved on, settled into new homes, which means the Warriors don't have a lot of straightforward options left. What they do have, however, are a few names still floating in the market or potentially available via trade. These aren't just random names. These are guys who could actually move the needle, who could be the difference between another second-round exit and a real title shot. Lauri Markkanen is one of those names that keeps coming up. The Utah Jazz haven't made it clear what they plan to do with him, but until they say he's off the table or he ends up somewhere else, the Warriors are very much in that conversation. Now, Markkanen isn't a guy who's going to create his own shot every possession. That's not his game. But with the right playmaker around him, he becomes deadly. And Golden State has one of the best passers of this generation in Stephen Curry. Add to that their ball movement heavy system, and Lauri could thrive in a way he hasn't in Utah. Let's be honest, Markkanen hasn't had a true facilitator feeding him the ball since he left Chicago. In Utah, it's been a lot of figure it out on your own. That's not ideal for a player who thrives off movement, spacing, and catch and shoot rhythm. The Warriors know how to use big men who can shoot. They did it with players like David, Lee, Kevin Durant, and even in brief moments with rookies like Quinton Post, who flashed potential as a stretch big late last season. The challenge is what it would take to get him. Utah reportedly isn't high on Kuminga, which complicates things. If the Warriors want to make it happen, they'll need to come with a serious package of draft picks and possibly rope in a third team. The question is, are they willing to bet the future to chase one more title in the present? Because make no mistake, Markkanen is the kind of player who can push this team back into contention. He spaces the floor, rebounds, and doesn't need to dominate the ball to be effective. Another interesting name in the mix is Nick Claxton. Now, let's make one thing clear. Golden State doesn't typically give a lot of minutes to their centers. That's been the trend for years. But with Kevon Looney gone in free agency, they can't afford to ignore that position entirely. Claxton isn't a guy who's going to launch threes or stretch the floor, but what he brings is physicality, rim protection, and consistency. He's played more than 70 games in each of the last 3 seasons, which is a luxury in today's NBA. He's not flashy. He's not going to give you highlight reel dunks every night, but Claxton is solid, dependable. He finishes around the rim, defends the paint, and doesn't need the ball to be impactful. For a team like the Warriors that already has a lot of offensive firepower, having a guy like Claxton who can anchor the defense, even in limited minutes, could be huge. The downside, his contract. Claxton still has 3 years left on his current deal, while the Warriors are clearly operating with a 2-year mindset tied to the Curry, Draymond, Butler trio. That mismatch in timelines might scare them off. Then there's DeAnthony Melton, a name that sparks debate among the fan base. Some love the idea, others think he's not worth the risk. The truth probably lies somewhere in the middle. Melton has only played a handful of games in a Warriors jersey, but before his ACL injury last season, he was starting to show why people believe in his fit. Defense, ball handling, secondary playmaking, off-ball movement, it's all there. If they can bring him in on a veteran minimum or a low-risk short-term deal, it might be a gamble worth taking. Now the injuries are a concern. 2 seasons ago, he only played 38 games. Last year, he went down just 6 games in. But even in that small sample size, there were flashes. The way he defended, the way he moved without the ball, the energy he brought on both ends. That's the kind of role player Golden State has thrived with in the past. He's not going to save the franchise, but if the price is right, he could give them solid minutes off the bench and even close games when needed. Walker Kessler is another big man the Warriors could kick the tires on. He's young, just 23, and he's already shown that he can be an elite rim protector. The issue, he's not a scorer, and the Jazz are reportedly asking for a lot. 2 first-round picks, kind of a lot. That's a steep price for a guy who isn't going to space the floor or give you much offensively. But defensively, he's legit. He blocks shots, changes attempts at the rim, and doesn't shy away from contact. Golden State could easily match salaries to bring him in. But again, it comes down to value. How much are they willing to mortgage the future for a player who probably won't ever be more than a really good defender? Still, if they believe they can bring the best out of him, maybe develop a mid-range game or at least improve his finishing in traffic, then it might be worth exploring. And then there's the wild card, the name that always gets thrown around. When talking about big swings, LeBron James. Now, before anyone rolls their eyes, let's just state the obvious. LeBron in a Warriors uniform would be seismic, not just for the team, but for the league as a whole. There's been chatter lately that he's not thrilled with the direction of the Lakers, and while a move to Golden State might sound far-fetched, stranger things have happened in the NBA. Imagine LeBron and Curry on the same team. 2 of the smartest players in league history, sharing the floor, reading defenses, making magic. It would be a dream for basketball purists, and from a basketball standpoint, it makes sense. LeBron wouldn't have to carry the entire offensive load. He could play off the ball more, preserve energy, and focus on playmaking and defense. The Warriors, in turn, would gain a player who's still producing at an elite level and who knows how to win. The problem, of course, is the cost. You're probably looking at sending Jimmy Butler the other way to match salaries. That's a tough pill to swallow. But if Golden State believes LeBron gives them a better shot at a ring and maybe even brings more out of guys like Kuminga, it might be a gamble they consider. He's not just a name, he's a force, even at this stage in his career. And pairing him with Curry could be the ultimate swan song for both. So here they are, the Golden State Warriors standing at a crossroads. They can either stay passive, ride out these final years, and hope the current roster has enough magic left in it. Or they can make bold moves. They can go out and get the guys who can elevate them, even if it means taking risks, giving up assets, or shaking up the locker room. Because let's face it, Curry, Green, and Butler didn't come back to just make the playoffs. They came back to chase one more title. The question is, will the front office help them do it? Before we continue, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Dubs updates. Let's keep going. Whispers are growing louder around the NBA world as the Golden State Warriors might be on the verge of adding an intriguing Filipino duo to their ranks, Kai Sotto and ABANDO. The buzz around these 2 phenoms has been intensifying, with many insiders suggesting that the Warriors see in them not just potential, but future stardom. Kai Sotto, towering and skilled, has long been considered a rising star from the Philippines. His journey from local courts to international attention has captured the imagination of basketball fans worldwide. Meanwhile, ABANDO, known for his dynamic playing style and impressive versatility, has also been making waves, complementing SOTTO's height and presence with agility and scoring ability. Together, the pair could bring a new dimension to the Warriors' already potent lineup. While nothing has been officially confirmed, rumors suggest that Golden State's front office has been closely monitoring their development and may be preparing to welcome the duo to the Bay Area. Warriors' history of nurturing young talent and turning promising players into stars fits perfectly with the profile of SOTTO and ABANDO. If this move materializes, it could signal a strategic push by Golden State to build a new generation of talent with a global flair. Fans and analysts alike are speculating about what this pairing might mean for the Warriors' future. Could the combination of SOTTO's length and shot blocking ability with ABANDO's explosiveness and scoring prowess give Golden State a unique edge? Given the Warriors' commitment to a fast-paced, high-skill style of play, both players seem well suited to thrive in that system. The potential arrival of these two Filipino phenoms also marks a significant moment for basketball's global reach. The NBA has been increasingly embracing international talent, and the Warriors' interest underscores the growing importance of Southeast Asia as a fertile ground for emerging stars. If SOTTO and ABANDO join the Warriors, it would not only boost the team's on-court potential, but also deepen its connection to a passionate fan base across the Philippines and beyond. Of course, this all remains speculative. Contract details, roster moves, and other logistics are yet to be ironed out, and the Warriors will likely move cautiously to ensure the timing and fit are just right. However, the excitement generated by these rumors reflects the high expectations placed on both players. Many believe they have the talent, drive, and charisma to become household names in the NBA. In the end, whether this Filipino duo officially dons the Warriors' colors or not, the mere possibility has already sparked significant chatter. Basketball fans around the world are watching closely, hopeful that this next chapter might bring a fresh wave of excitement and perhaps a new dynasty fueled by unexpected stars from the Philippines. Stay updated exclusively with the latest Dub Nation news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep getting daily updates on the Warriors. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. Your input is essential for the Dubs community. Stay tuned for the next video.